If you walk through life thinking that everybody's gonna have a heart of gold like you are sadly mistaken, because the truth of the matter is, a good heart is a rare gem. Most people in this world are not good people at all. Most people in this world are wicked. Most people in this world are performative, narcissistic, hateful, selfish, egotistical, and that's just a sad reality of life. It's the sad truth. If you don't believe that, look back to the school years. Look at the social interactions between kids, in school. If you were a shy kid or something like that, or a shy girl, you were outcasted. The class pointed out the kid, made fun of them, put a label on them, told them that they were weird, that they were not good enough to fit in. And usually that kid was the kindest of all of them. Usually they had a good heart. And the people that were popular, the kids that were popular, were some of the most narcissistic ones of all. The bullies. They pushed people around. The teachers loved them. The teachers loved the bullies, backed them up. But the shy kid was sort of ostracized and made fun of. You see, it's not just like that in school, it's like that in real life too. It's like that when you become an adult. Just think about this. Think about getting a job, things like that. If you're authentic, they're not going to hire you. If they give you a job interview and, they ask you all these stupid questions and they're like, well, why do you want to work here? And you're honest with them and you're like, well, because I just want to make some money. They're not going to hire you. But if you're fake, if you're performative and you're like, well, I really love the company and I love the culture here, and you just BS them and give them some lie, they're going to be cool with that. Because the world doesn't love authenticity. It loves performativeness. It loves narcissists, actors, people that put on a facade. And when you see this, when you sharpen your discernment, you can see through most people. It can become very lonely. It's lonely because you don't want to deal with bullshit. You look at most people and you can see just how full of shit they are. And this is not everybody, good people exist, but they are a rare gem. Good people are rare in this world. Good people that have the fruits of the spirit, a heart of gold, that genuinely love their neighbor, they are rare. They're rare. Think about this for a second, look at all the homeless people on the streets, and think about the people that offer them money. The people that offer a helping hand tend to be broke like them because they know what it's like to struggle in poverty. They know what it's like to suffer, so they can empathize with people that are homeless. But it's usually the rich people, the ones that drive by and they have the wealth, they have the resources. They just look down on those people. They look at them like they're scum of the earth. They give them a label. They're like, oh, he's probably a drug addict. She's probably a drug addict. And they have no empathy for those people. They don't care at all because they've dehumanized them. It's like this in the world. The world wants you to measure your worth based on superficial things, how much money you have, how many friends you have. It's like your worth is tethered to what other people think about you. And that is the dumbest, fucking criteria imaginable to measure a person's worth. A person's worth should be measured upon their heart posture, the love that they exude. If they're willing to help people, if they genuinely want to see people thrive. But the world doesn't want that. The world rewards bullshit. It rewards people that are fake, that are manipulative, that wear a mask. Think about this in dating too. You look at the dating standards and, it's good to have standards. There's nothing wrong with having standards, but look at the criteria. It's all about looks, money, status. You have women out there that are like, well, if he doesn't make 7 figures, I don't want to be with him. But it's like, well, why would you want to be with somebody like that anyway? Why would you want to be with somebody who just wants you for your money or just wants you for your status or whatnot? That's not true love. That's not love at all. That's just a fucking business transaction. Why would you want to be in a relationship with somebody like that? It's stupid. It's like that with friends too. You know, they want to know, how many people you know, this and that. And it's like, what about just loving your neighbor? What about just having a heart of gold? What about just treating people the way that you want to be treated and having empathy? Is that too much to ask for? Because it sure as hell feels like it. It's like, oh shit, I have to be nice to people. I have to show love to people. I have to be kind. People hate love. We live in a world where people hate love. We live in a world where people hate love and people just want to be wicked. People just want to be selfish. They want to be egotistical. They want to walk around thinking that they're some type of God, but they're not. These people, man, they're in for a world of hurt. They're in for a world of hurt. Because pride comes before destruction. You don't ever want to associate with people like this. You don't want to be their friend. You don't want to be friends with the wicked. Stay to yourself. It's better to be alone than to be in bad company. Just focus on your mission, focus on your purpose, and never let these people darken your heart. Never let the world darken your heart. Keep your love alive, and just stay blessed out there. Hope you like this video. I'm out.